Builders, what does it take for you to have to change to a new trade? Well, it's pretty substantial. I've been in the industry for over 30 years now, and I have been both a subcontractor and a general contractor. And I'm going to just share with you a couple of things to consider when you're considering making a change in your trades. Now, many of you already know this, and so you don't need to watch this if you already know it. If you feel like it's a value to maybe somebody new in the trade that's a friend of yours or a colleague, please share this with them. But here's a couple of things I'd like to bring to your attention. So number one, relationship, right? No matter how much we like to have things in our life be kind of robotic or systematic or continuous, relationships is always such an important part of doing business. Understanding who you work with, trusting them, right? Understanding their values, understanding their experience, and not just one party. It's going to be the myriad or mix of all the people in that company. It takes a lot of effort, a lot of intentional effort to put together a really good team to make a trade, or for that matter, if you're a trade looking to work with a general contractor, that relationship, finding and onboarding a new relationship with a builder, a designer, an architect, a subcontractor of any sort, it takes a lot of work. Okay, so number one is relationship. Number two, I would suggest would be making sure that each parts of your company connect. So this is going to be the sales part of your organization, the operations, and the finance or administrative side. Okay, so meaning your sales team has got to believe in who you're working with. Your sales part of your organization has got to be sold, or else they're going to be selling superficially. Okay, so you might want to introduce them to each other. You want them to understand what is available. You want to sell them on this company so that they can turn around and do the same for you and your clients. Okay, they may not necessarily use the name of your subs or these trades that you're working with in order to attract your clients, but they're going to want to let your clients know that they trust your trades. Okay. So again, HingeWorks is a subcontractor in the cabinetry, appliances, and closet field, right? But there's a lot of other trades that are not necessarily product heavy like we are, product and expertise heavy, especially in cabinets. There's a lot of commodity based trades, I would suggest anyway, like hardware for your doors, right? Your interior and exterior doors. Probably don't need a lot of expertise on that, although the world is changing a lot. There's a lot of innovative things happening in those things, and I don't take away from that. I'm just suggesting there's some things that are way more product and commodity heavy, and other things are way more labor heavy, like drywall installation, drywall guys, way more labor heavy on that side. So you've just got to understand who you're working with, relationship. Number two, make sure that all the teams understand your operations, your administrative, your finance. Billing is important, so make sure you know how they bill, how they pay, how they invoice. I mean, all those factors, okay? And then the final thing I would say, and I hope this is the most important of all, is values. So what I mean by that is our company, HingeWorks, has core values. We really believe being client focused is one of the most important things, and integrity is very much next for us. They almost go hand in hand, in my opinion. But there's other things we have, like optimistic, precise, and so forth. But make sure that your values, now they can state values, anybody can state values in writing, but make sure you feel like as you interact with them, you court them, as you build a relationship with them, that you feel like that those values are truly not just written and stated, but it's believed. And everybody's gonna make mistakes in their own organizations for what they're trying to accomplish. But that's the important thing, is what are they trying to accomplish? What is their constant effort pointing towards versus what is their one-time effort give a result of, right? Everybody makes mistakes. So I hope that this is a value. If you find some value in this, please, maybe HingeWorks could be a good fit for you if you're a contractor or a designer in Southern Utah or Southern Nevada. We might be able to be of help to you. So give us a contact and let us know. And subscribe, because we're going to keep bringing good content like this, hopefully, to you in the future. Thanks.